We are here with Matt Bai of the New York Times, today's debate moderator, or one of three, I guess. What did you think of the debate, man?
It seemed to me like it was a pretty good forum. I mean, it's really hard to tell when you're in the middle of it on stage, frankly. It's hard to get a good perspective on it, but I liked that the audience was involved. I think like all debates should be like that. I think it was really fun, and I think it prompted the candidates to be sort of more honest and more direct with each other. So I thought the whole feel of it was, from where I was, seemed really good.
And what were the big takeaway moments for you?
Well, I think the moment most people were talking about was the debate between Edwards Obama and Senator Clinton on the issue of lobbying, and I do think that was a good moment. But I was also very interested in the discussion on Iraq and on terrorism. I thought the foreign policy discussion, it wasn't quite the same kind of fireworks, but I thought they really talked to each other and to the audience in some detail and identified some areas of slight disagreement, and I just thought it was a good chance for people to really hear them wrestle with these issues around terrorism in Iraq. In
a more meaningful way than you're used to, or just in a way in which they're actually talking to each other?
I think in a more meaningful way than we've seen. Again, it's hard to tell when you're in the middle of it, and I've watched most of the debates on TV. I don't go to them anymore because it's a terrible waste of time to cover them in the room. But
and why is that?
Well, just because you end up watching with like 100 other journalists in front of a TV, and if I wanted to have 100 journalists over to my home, I would. So I just, I'd prefer to stay home and watch it myself, with my wife in front of the TV. But
sure.
I do think it was a pretty good forum, but I'd have to watch it to really know.
So one of the obviously themes of this whole weekend has been the blogs versus the mainstream media, and you seem to have achieved some sort of credibility amongst the evil bloggers. How did you pull that off?
I don't know. People say that, but you should see what gets said about me. Every time I write a piece, if I actually look at it, it keeps me up for days. So I don't feel terribly loved on the blogs. I think credibility is probably the right word. Look, I've written a lot about what the blogs and the online community have done. I've taken it seriously from the beginning. I've been critical, but I've been critical, I think, and hope in a constructive way. And, I had a woman come up to me today right after the forum, and she said, I really don't like you, but I thought you did a really nice job, and the forum was good. And I think, I think if anything, that's more the way people feel. That I think they're frustrated with some of the things I write, just like they're frustrated with a lot of the media, but I think they know that I sort of respect the phenomenon enough to write about it, and I think that creates some mutual respect.
There you have it. New York Times Matt Bai. Thanks so much, man.
Anytime.